Pro-Israel group blasted for Anti-Semite of the Year list featuring Miss Rachel and leaving off far-right figures. Oh, I saw this. Yeah. Didn't they actually post a follow-up post where they said, the reason why Nick Fuentes isn't here is because of a technicality or something like that? Has Nick Fuentes earned being Anti-Semite of the Year? Hasn't he dialed it back a little bit lately? Like he's gotten more into the dog whistling? He kind of oscillates, right? The more out of the public eye he is, the more he just openly talks about the Holocaust and so on. But lately, every clip I've seen of him is him just getting mad at his own viewers. His chat is more openly anti-Semitic than him. If he has the Destiny Sprite Brain thing, it might actually push him into being pro-Semitic. You know what I mean? Because his chat's being irritating. So he's like, if you guys are gonna keep fucking, if you Goyim are going to keep acting this way. Even Fuentes seemed confused by his name not appearing on the list. Why wasn't I nominated? He wrote on Twitter. Is this the award that Hassan has won? I know Hassan has been on the list before. Has he won it? Or has he just been like a top 10 finalist? He got second place to Candace last year. What an honor. Have you seen the Somali shitposts of them acting like Zionists? Oh, you mean all the Minnesota was promised to us 3,000 years ago? Like I saw a picture of a black guy with the kippah and the hair curlies being like, yeah, I've seen it. It's pretty fucking funny. Surprised they haven't nominated you. You got to step your game up. Yeah, what the fuck, honestly. It's a coin flip. The way you get on this list is either by being a neo-Nazi or by thinking it's bad to vaporize Palestinian children. And it's like a perfect 50-50, you know? Yeah, Miss Rachel was on the list. Has there ever been an optics failure as much as Zionists in the past 3 years? Has anyone ever fumbled a winning bag this much? Basically, every American liked Israel for no reason. And also, Zionists literally control all politics and media, because Zionist, in this case, just means like complicit with deep state MIC, you know, business ties, right? It doesn't really have anything to do with your relationship to Jews. It's just understanding Israel as like a vessel of American power, you know? So everyone in power is a Zionist. All the New York Times, CNN, whatever, everyone, all of them are in line with capital. And then over the course of a couple of years, they fumble the bag in large part because they have no propaganda strategy other than accusing you of being an anti-Semite every time you say anything halfway reasonable. I think it's bad that Israel is engaging in asymmetrical warfare and slaughtering thousands of civilians. Okay, Hitler. That's all they've got. It's all they've had for years. Don't these people have like fucking bajillions of aren't we up against all of capital? Don't they have a better strategy than this? Is that all? Is that it? That's all they can come up with? Yeah, now they've made eternal enemies of many, many people. Just by being this bad. I don't know. I'm trying to find the tweet where who was that one woman who said it was blood libel? It was Miss Rachel said it's not anti-Semitic to like not want to kill children. And then somebody quote tweeted and said, this is blood libel, and if you don't understand why, you're beyond saving, or something to that effect. Eve Bartlett. That was Eve? I am genuinely surprised that Mossad hasn't killed Eve Barlow yet for being so good at making people anti-Semitic. She's literally the most annoying woman alive. Like her, it does make me wonder, and I'm not doing a bit, it does make me wonder how much of the Zionist pearl-clutching we've seen in the past few years is actually being orchestrated by neo-Nazis who are trying to get people to hate Jewish people. Like, what if we all pretended to be the most insufferable people on earth, you know? It would be an interesting false flag operation. It sometimes feels like it's more plausible than just all of these people being on their own completely insufferable. I don't know. No Israelis are just like this, but she's not Israeli. Is she Israeli? I don't think she's Israeli. No. It's like the Zionist media class. It's not really a person being Jewish. Non-Jewish Zionists are also insane. Well, remember the person who runs Politico, you know? The non-Jewish Zionist, that lunatic. Why'd Mamdani keep that policewoman? She's saying crazy shit about Mamdani. What is Tish saying? Right now? Speaking of like lunatic Zionists, yeah. Grok, you're literally blocking the fucking... NYPD Commissioner Jessica Tisch's brother called Zohran Mamdani an enemy of Jews during a private charity dinner last night. An inflammatory comment that comes on the heels of the incoming mayor decision to retain Tisch's. Nah, this is fine. Dude, Mamdani is such a likable guy. The more I love, he is like the rock wall that Zionists crash against to die. You know, his message discipline. Remember how he said he supports Israel's right to exist as an equal state, and it literally in the debate stage led to people blustering out a response. The moderator was like, so you don't want it to be an ethno state? You don't like Hitler? Yeah, he's the lighthouse that he's the siren that compels all the Zionists to drown themselves. It's insane. He's doing like nothing. He's totally fine. I encourage all the Zionists to continue exercising this incredibly effective rhetorical strategy they have, you know, of the endless pearl clutching and browbeating with nothing else. No effort to convince anyone, because every single time people are polled how they feel about Israel and Palestine, sympathies shift more and more to Palestine, like consistently every time. It's been 2 years since, for the first time in history, more Americans have been or like less than 50% of Americans have not supported Israel in their military engagement. I think more or less 2 years, and since then it's only slipped down further and further. Jessica Tisch is Jewish, just putting it out there. What are you putting out there? It's New York City. Aren't like 20% of the people here Jewish? It's literally fucking Israel in the new world. I'd prefer if they didn't take the Jews down with them, though. Yeah, it really does suck for non-lunatic Jewish people that their, I guess, reputation as a community is being firebombed day in and day out by the world's most insufferable people who keep weaponizing their identities in bad faith to defend a big cluster of capital interests, you know? Just saying she might be a Zionist too. Commissioner Tisch is a massive Zionist, but not because she's Jewish. There are tons of non-Jewish Zionists. Remember Cuomo? Cuomo's not Jewish. Eric Adams isn't Jewish. They're all Zionists. At least 4 countries pull out of 2026 Eurovision contest as Israel's participation showed discord. Sow discord. Good for them. So what? Spain and Ireland? Spain, Ireland, the Netherlands. Yeah, okay, Ireland. And Slovenia. Okay, sure. Sure. Why the fuck is Israel there is beyond me. Well, because for one, the majority of Israelis are from Europe or America, right? It hasn't been a country for very long. And for two, presumably the deep state. But no one's ever liked Israel, so... Germany would never back out. Italy might. More than 100 million viewers every year. Damn. We await formal confirmation of the decision. Well, good for them. Greeks hate Israeli tourists. Oh, 100%, yeah. Germany and the UK and France probably will stay in. But I wouldn't be surprised if, like, Portugal, Italy, some other countries back out. Germany and Austria said they would have left if Israel was kicked out. They're so cucked, man. Will you please recommend a book we can get started on? No, because I'm also cooked, man. I'm not good. I have a hard time maintaining the attention required to read. I'm also in the shit. I also need to... when I give you my motivational speeches about rising up from the rabble, I promise you, I'm in the rabble. I'm not trying to elevate you to my level. I'm trying to hype us all up to raise ourselves. I'm in the same position. My big thought, though, is that if you're going to try to raise yourself up mentally, you should read classics, you know? I think it's kind of like how if you're getting into video games, what should I play? Should I wait for GTA 6? Should I get into Expedition 33? You should play Deus Ex. Like, yeah, there's lots of good games coming out now, but you're just getting into video games? You haven't played Deus Ex? You haven't played fucking Outer Wild? There's a lot of shit that's out there that you haven't touched, you know? That's really good. Yeah, you haven't played fucking Half-Life? The Black Mesa remake, you know? We got to get you on the classics. So my thinking is like, I don't know. Yeah, maybe you should read fucking Catcher in the Rye, Lord of the Rings, Grapes of Wrath. Just the shit people talk about when they talk about, you know, the good old ones. Have you actually read The Witcher? Yes, actually. I read the first 3 books and I thought they were pretty good, though not exactly difficult reading. There's a reason education used to focus on those classics. It's not because they're the best books ever made. It's because a lot of conversation has been had on these books. They're very influential, which means that when you read them, you're not just reading a book in a vacuum. You're engaging with like a broader. You're pulling on a thread of the tapestry of modern culture. Yeah, it's why we read Shakespeare. It's very influential. Also, if you do, like, if you fucking provide references, you sound so smart. If you are having a casual conversation or you're like a podcaster and you get to like drop little references to classic literature, if people think you're so smart, and then the women fuck you. Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. That's actually real. Yeah, it's real. 100%. I saw this take on Twitter like a year ago that I've thought about pretty frequently ever since, which is that it is fucked up that for a lot of younger people, and by younger I mean like my age, more or less, we got a whole bunch of exposure to the classics via cartoons. Because early cartoonists, like in the 1990s and early 2000s, were obsessed with putting in a bunch of references to that shit that, like in SpongeBob or whatever, that you would never get as a 6-year-old, you know? But nowadays, I don't think cartoons do that anymore. Except they always reference Evangelion, because everyone making cartoons these days, everyone who's ever personally met Rebecca Sugar has put Evangelion references into the cartoons they've made. I don't know. There's a whole, it's all, everyone's like on anime or whatever, but no one, or the Akira slide, yeah. Rebecca Sugar also put Utena references in there. In Steven Universe? Utena references in my Steven Universe? It's more likely than you might think. At this point, you might. I think that Revolutionary Girl Utena might have had some Steven Universe references in it. It's like half the damn show. Kind of makes me think that when Rebecca Sugar was like premiering the concept to the CN execs, they were privately hoping, please never have watched Revolutionary Girl Utena. Please never have watched it. Don't call me out on this. Yeah, here's the design of pink and pearl, and here's the art style, and here's how everything looks, and here's the vibe. And everyone's lesbian. Okay. Sugar's new show is coming out soon. Nice. I look forward to it. Rebecca Sugar is so reviled for so little reason. Been watching SU with my partner who hasn't seen it before, and it's like, damn, this shit really is written like way the fuck better than everything else in its peer class. This is really good. Once you separate it from like the Tumblr miasma and all the fan bullshit and all that, and you just engage with it on its like in its own context, it's really fucking good. Blame that one YouTuber. Do you ever think of how much willpower it must have taken Rebecca Sugar to not have a gigantic crash out when public opinion for years on their show was tainted by a really low quality vitriolic video essay written by an insane person who's also like a incestuous rapist or whatever and a pedophile? Like the fact that Rebecca Sugar saw like discourse shift against SU over that and did not have a gigantic public crash out over it is really impressive. Wait, who? Lily Orchard, though I'm pretty sure she goes by like 17 different names now. Are we vague? We're not vague posting. This is a reference to like a well-known thing. The Lily Orchard made a very, very popular video essay that was smearing Steven Universe for bad reasons. Lily Orchard later admitted that she hadn't actually like watched the show, basically, and just wanted to be contrarian or whatever. And also Lily Orchard is a bad person for a wide variety of reasons. We're not vague posting. We're being very specific. I just didn't provide the exact context that you were missing. It's a deep rabbit hole. It's like a lolcow thing. You know. Chris Chan? Who's Chris Chan? Buddy, you don't need to know. Whatever happened to Boxy? I think she made like a video 20 years ago and then moved on. She's got to be like 45 years old now or something. What do you mean what happened? I don't think she had an enduring presence. I think she just Good night. Good night, y'all. God bless her. Adams inflates budget deficit to $5 billion, adds 5,000 more cops. Yeah, he's been doing this on the way out to spite Mamdani. He's been driving the city into a hole so that Mamdani has a much, much, much worse like fiscal problem to deal with as he comes in. As he enters in just a month. Me, when I definitely don't hate New York. Yeah, I mean, he's just a financial asset for Donald Trump. Many such cases. You guys hear that Donald Trump pardoned yet another criminal the other day, a Democratic politician who had engaged in, what was it, embezzlement. Trump loves pardoning criminals because it basically turns them into guaranteed loyalists for the rest of their lives. Same here. Mayor Eric Adams may be on a visit to Israel, but Monday he left Zohran Mamdani a headache. That's great. That's great. Thank you. Thank you. Incredible. I made a tweet on this that popped off. I haven't actually read it. Like, I haven't watched this video. Why you're the least valuable friend. Has anyone seen this? From Healthy Gamer GG? Is this video worth looking at? We talk about like social stuff a lot, you know? We engage with the I'll never watch this. Okay, but will you never watch this because you're uninterested in it or because you feel threatened by it? Oh yeah, I was scared to click on this. I feel like a lot of people feel this way, you know? No, Vaush, I think it's brain poison. Okay, but like in what way? You know, I think I might... Here, I'm going to keep that. I think that I might go over that video next stream. r/Vaush got triggered by your quote tweet of it. It's Vaush V. Thank you. Damn, no kidding. 427 upvotes. I don't know if triggered is the right go. Intolerable psychic damage from the thumbnail. Like Dr. K. Dr. K. I don't know enough about Dr. K to really say anything. I think Dr. K was pushing for some weird kind of like pseudo-scientific bullshit before, but I don't know, man. I for one, I haven't retained that negative information. And also for two, was it that big of a deal? And for three, I'm not really in a position to be judging people off of half-cocked memories. Yeah, I'll probably go over it. Ayurveda? Traditional Indian holistic medicine system that focuses on creating balance between the mind, body, and spirit. It's probably... There's a lot of mystical mumbo jumbo that I don't think holds up any weight on its own, but can be used as a framework for promoting good ideas. Like, for example, I don't think feng shui is a thing. However, I think that a lot of people who talk about feng shui are actually talking about like good aesthetic principles for organizing your house that don't literally refer to energy moving through the house, but instead kind of correlate to stuff that feels good anyway, you know? They're just developing a system that explains why they feel good about the way that things are laid out. It's probably fine. He's actually wrong about ADHD most of the time too. Wait, you better not be talking about me. I've never had a wrong opinion. He works with people in addiction, ADHD, and kind of generalize the background to things he doesn't know as much about. Okay. I don't know. Not you. Yeah, better not me. I stand undefeated on my take that you can cure your autism by going to a local bar and making small talk with the guy sitting at the table. Undefeated. No one's disproven me yet. Is that true, chat? Yes. Go to karaoke night. Unironically, that would I couldn't do that. The only guy going to karaoke night, like none of your friends are in attendance, you just go there on your own, that would sandblast the autism off of a lot of people. Maybe some people would just tank it like effortlessly. I'm not sure. Listen, I've got to go. I love you all very much. Thank you for tuning into this lovely stream. I'll be here tomorrow. I'm sorry for not being here yesterday. I was kind of trying to get my cough in order, and I think it worked. So not saying I was right again, but let the results speak for themselves. Take care. I'll see you guys soon. Be well.